What's up guys, welcome to another video. This is episode 2 of the 3-part series on how to create a website completely from scratch. Today I'm going to go over how to install WordPress and select the theme for your website so you can start editing it and start creating your very own website. So let's go over that right now. So you might be wondering, what is WordPress? WordPress is a means of publishing your website onto the internet. It's actually called a content management system. And a content management system is what makes it easy for you to just log on to the browser and edit your website from your browser without having to know any code. So WordPress is actually the most popular CMS on the internet. Over 30% of the websites on the internet are made with WordPress. So that's why I recommend it, because it's already a very popular product. Most people know how to use it. If you ever have to get someone else to help you edit the website, there are many WordPress developers. It's an open source platform, so it's always constantly updated. So if you think about like Firefox or even Wikipedia, there's a lot of volunteers that go on there to constantly update the system itself, the actual code of WordPress, to continuously have it stay up to date with web standards. So it's a very trusted source, and it's the reason why I'm recommending we go with WordPress for your install, because it is a universally understood system for editing websites, and it's super easy to learn. So that's what we're going to install now. So we're going to go over the steps on how to install it in your Godaddy account that we set up in the last video. And in case you haven't seen that last video, I'm putting the link right up here. All right guys, let's go through the steps of installing WordPress in the Godaddy account. So the first thing you want to do is log into your account. Once you're in your account, you want to locate the hosting package that we purchased in the previous video. You'll see the section that says web hosting, and then click on the button that says manage. Now there might be a difference on your account than my account, only because I've already had my account set up. If this is your first time ever purchasing a web hosting account, you're going to have to go through the steps of setting up that web hosting account. So it's going to ask you information as to what domain you want to assign to it, and it's going to be the domain that we purchased in the previous steps. If you're confused on how to set that up, I'm going to include the instructions in my blog. It's going to be in the description link below, but for the purposes of this video, I can't really go back and create one from scratch. So just follow along. It's going to be the same steps right after you set up your initial hosting account. So follow the steps in my blog if you get lost. Once you navigate to the manage section, there's going to be a big blue button that says cPanel. That's where we want to go to be able to manage the actual backend of the hosting account. Now GoDaddy makes it very easy for you to install WordPress for any of the domains that you purchased on your hosting account. Once you navigate to the cPanel section, we're going to navigate down towards where it says web applications. There you're going to see a list of different web applications, and the one that we're going to install is WordPress. So click on WordPress. This will now take you to a section that is called Installatron, and that's GoDaddy's tool for installing different CMS systems, and in this scenario we're putting in WordPress. So click on the install application after you get into the Installatron section. Once you click on this section, it's going to give you a form where you're going to fill out the information regarding the website that you're going to install. The first section that you're going to be looking at is going to tell you which domain you want this WordPress installation to be assigned to, and then also which subdirectory you want the folders to be listed at. So what we're doing here, in the simplest way that I can explain it, is, so to put this in the simplest terms, what we're going to do is assign where these files, these folders of the WordPress site are going to live in your hosting account. So if you imagine on your computer, if you wanted to save this in your Documents tab, that's really what we're doing here. We're assigning the name of where these folders are going to be placed onto the computer, which is the server of your hosting account. If the domain of the site is what you want to have the entire website and not something like a blog or a shop, we're just going to put it on the root directory. And the root directory pretty much just means we're not going to assign a folder name. We're just going to put it directly on the main folder of your hosting account. So don't enter any information in the directory section underneath your domain name here on GoDaddy. After you selected the domain name that you want this WordPress installation to be placed on, we're going to scroll down to the section that talks about what your username and your password is going to be for WordPress. In this section, you can assign a username that's easy for you to remember and assign a password. Assign an administrator email, which will be your email, and it'll send you any notifications regarding your website. For website title, put the title of your website, and then for the tagline, just write a brief sentence as to what this website is going to be about. After you've entered all the user information for your website, you can leave everything else as default and just click on install. Godaddy is going to take a little bit of time to set this all up, but once it's all ready, then we'll be able to log into the WordPress backend, and what we're going to do is select a theme. So in the meantime, you can start browsing for themes that you want to use for your website. So a theme is pretty much a set list of files that already has the designs and the coding in place to give it the look that you would want for a website. WordPress is a very popular website builder, and there's a bunch of developers that have already made these very beautiful themes that you can purchase. Now, WordPress itself comes with some free themes, but they're very limited in functionality. So I suggest spending a couple extra dollars on getting a well-designed theme that already has the functionality that you may be looking for. Some of the functionalities that you might want are like galleries, sliders, video players, maybe it's for music, different things like that are components that need to be coded onto the website, but some theme files already have that coded in there, which would make it way easier for you to then edit the website. Again, WordPress is a very popular system. It's open source and it's highly flexible and editable. So people that have very strong coding knowledge can build these things for you and have it set up so you can just install a folder and it gets it all done. WordPress makes this very easy for you to have a very professional looking website. You just have to select the right theme and know how to select them. So that's what I want to go over now, which is how to research themes and select the best one for your website without having to risk it breaking on you or having issues moving forward. All right, so now let's go over how you can research a theme and find one that you can purchase. So we're going to navigate to themeforest.net, and you'll see it's a lot like Amazon. You can search for different types of themes. In this scenario, we can just navigate to the WordPress tab, and you can see the different categories for the WordPress sites that you can find the themes for. So we'll look through the popular items as an example here. Here you can see the most popular themes. And if you want to see how it actually looks, you can click on the theme and click on live preview. This will then give you the options to see different demos for that particular theme. Some of these themes are built for you to be able to build all different types of website on them. Some other themes are very specific to a particular topic. So selecting your theme properly based on your needs, finding the one that is very well suited for what you're trying to portray on your site and suits your business the best or suits you personally the best is what you should be looking for. Okay, when you select certain topic areas, then you can actually see it. It'll be a lot like Amazon, where you can see on the left-hand side different ways that you can filter out these themes. What I suggest doing for your filters is, number one, put in a price range that works for you. As you can see here, the prices can go from as little as $10 to $13 all the way up to thousands of dollars on a theme. It really depends on the amount of functionality that you want and how well designed this theme and how popular this theme is. The way that ThemeForest works is developers actually will build a bunch of different themes, and hopefully one of them becomes very popular, and they will constantly update it so that it's of value for the people that are using it and they get good reviews on their development. Having a good review and a good shop on ThemeForest obviously gets them much more revenue, and it helps them grow their business. So there's a whole business behind this, just like in Amazon, where you see people create shops on Amazon to give them the best products available at the lowest possible price. So select the price range that you're comfortable with. And then the next things that I would suggest you look for is make sure that you filter to be 4 stars or higher. You don't want any website with any low ratings. And the other thing that I would suggest is to pick sites that have sold at least in the medium to top seller range. You don't want any theme that has not sold to anyone before, because you don't know how well it's going to function and if it comes with any bugs. So make sure you select at least 4 stars or higher, and you select medium, high, and top sellers for you to filter through and research these themes. So now ThemeForest is going to give you a bunch of themes that you can look at that fit these filter criteria, and these are probably the best and safest options when selecting a theme. So you can then explore these different themes, click around, click on the demos, see the live preview of these websites, and if it's a theme that resonates well with you, then you can add it to cart. So we can add this theme to our cart by clicking buy now. We'll add it to cart and it'll tell you the price. Most of these themes come with 6 months of support. So what does that mean? It means that for 6 months, you have access to the developer that created this theme, and they can fix any bugs or any issues that you may have on your site. If you want to extend the support range, you can actually click the button down below and it'll tell you how much that would cost. You don't have to select it right now because you can always extend your support whenever you need it. It's just an extra added cost if you need it. But typically you don't necessarily need it past the first 6 months. Once it's developed, you'll be familiar with the theme and it should work fine, as long as you choose a theme that is built by a developer that constantly updates their files, which WordPress makes that very easy to do. It's just a matter of selecting the right developers, and that's why I told you to filter through these themes to make sure that these are high-selling, high-rated websites that other people have reviewed and have already experienced it. So having a high-rating site gives you the safest option as to who developed these sites. So we'll go to checkout, and there you can enter your payment information and complete the purchase. Now it's gonna ask you to create an account if you don't already have one. I already have an account and I've already downloaded multiple themes here, but you'll enter your payment information, create an account on Envato Market, which is the overall business that owns ThemeForest, and then you'll have access to always log back in and access the files that you just purchased. All right, so now that you selected a theme, you purchased it, you have an Envato account, you can then always log back in to download what's called the theme files. And the theme files are what we're gonna import into WordPress. So what we're gonna do now is log into our WordPress site, and I'm gonna navigate you as to how you can go into the section where you will install the theme files. All right, so now we've purchased a theme file and we're ready to install it onto our WordPress site. By now, GoDaddy should be done installing the WordPress site onto your domain and your hosting account. So now we can actually navigate to the backend of WordPress. To navigate to the backend of the WordPress site, you need to go to your domain and then add wp-admin. This is going to be the URL that you will always use to log into your WordPress site. Now you'll enter the login information you set up in GoDaddy when you were installing WordPress, and that's how you're going to log into your WordPress site. Now when you log into your WordPress site, you're going to see a screen much like the one I have. This is already an installed website that I have. This is my personal website, and you're going to see on the left hand side different tabs that you can edit. You'll see things like posts, see things like pages, you'll see things like appearance. When you hover over appearance, you'll see the option for themes. And this is the section that we're gonna navigate to install the theme file. So click on themes and you'll see here, and this is for the people that, if you have a low budget, if you click on themes, you'll see some of the free themes that WordPress has. And you can actually just activate these and edit the website, and you'll already have theme files ready to go. But like I mentioned, these free themes are typically lower in functionality and are very simplistic, but nonetheless still work if you are just getting started in posting photos and content and blog posts. It's very easy to use, and you can find a bunch of free themes by just searching up in the search bar in WordPress. Now, for those of you that purchased the theme, what we're gonna do is actually go back into Envato. We're gonna go into our account and we're gonna look for downloads. In downloads, we're gonna download the theme file. So you'll see the theme that you have purchased here. I have a few that I've purchased in the past, and we're gonna click on the green download button. And what we're gonna download is the installable WordPress file only. So you'll click on that and save that onto your computer. This file that you just downloaded is all you need to then install into the WordPress backend to start editing your website. So what we're gonna do now is navigate back to WordPress, click on Add New under Themes, and we're gonna click on Upload Theme. You will then choose the file that you just downloaded, and the file you'll see, it should be a .zip file. And this is a zip folder that holds all these sub files that are gonna be building your website and making it that pretty website that you saw in ThemeForest. All right, now click Install Now. So now the theme files have been installed, and you can actually click on Live Preview to take a look, or you can activate it right away so that it's already ready to be edited on your WordPress dashboard. And there you go, guys. Those are the steps on installing WordPress and then installing a theme file for your WordPress site that's then going to give it the look that you want. The next steps are for us to go into the WordPress backend and start editing the pages to match what it is that you want to present on your website. A couple things that you should keep note of. If you ever have an issue with your theme, remember when you purchased this on ThemeForest, it came with 6 months of support. Typically, most themes come with a baseline of 6 months of support. So if you ever have an issue with it, a bug, something's breaking, you can always go back into ThemeForest, log into your account, search for your theme, click on the support button, and you'll have access to speak directly to the developers, which will then give you the help that you need to fix any bugs or issues you may have on the site. Sometimes they have a FAQ section to even guide you as to how to edit the website on your own. So WordPress makes this very easy for you if you ever have issues with any of the websites, especially when you're installing themes and when you've already purchased them. That makes it even better because those are developers that really want to have great customer service because they want those great reviews so that they have more chances to sell more themes. So they're incentivized to help you in terms of editing the website. So there you go, guys. That's episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3, where we're gonna go back and edit all the pages for your website so you can have a nice finished website that you can call your very own. So thanks again, guys, for watching. If you like this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos just like this. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching my YouTube video. If you guys found the video useful, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, make sure you check out my blog at brianlozano.com/blog, where you can get more information on the topics I covered in this video, plus more. Also, subscribe to my newsletter so you can get all this information sent directly to your inbox the moment I put up brand new content. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.